Hello, everybody, and welcome to basketball on Heart of Ohio Sports. I'm Zack Dillon, joined alongside Jacob Ellis for what should be a very entertaining game tonight. Tiffin Calvert versus Lakota, the visiting team. Jacob, this is going to be an exciting night, potentially a historic night.
Yeah, so we have Calvert. I believe it's Melissa Rishti. She is about 35 points away from breaking a record, so that'll be pretty close tonight, but definitely a great matchup between a couple teams here in the conference. Yeah,
absolutely. We're going to start with a little bit of a team overview as we are in the final leg of this season. We'll start first with Tiffin Calvert. 15-2 overall record, 11-2 here in the River. They have 4 games left. Offense has been really good. They're one of the better teams in the SVC. They're the best in the River Division. Their scoring offense, they're averaging 56.4 points per game. They're only giving up 38 points per game. They are good scorers. They are good rebounders. They move this ball through Alyssa Rishti, and that is the story tonight. So let's talk about it, Jacob. The last time these two teams have played.
Yeah, last time these two teams played, it was not a close game. Calvert was all over Lakota, 56-36. But really, if you look at the tail of the tape since then, Calvert's on a 4-game winning streak, and this Lakota squad, a lot different in terms of their record than they were at that point. They've won 6 of their last 7, so both these teams, they're on a pretty big hot streak. So we'll see how close that score is relative to what we're going to see tonight.
They are. Calvert won on Monday, 70-54 at Mohawk, and then Lakota, they won on Friday, 47-40 over the Chieftains of Hopewell Loudon. I want to go back to that last matchup. December 17th. Earlier in the season, Alyssa Rishti, 24 points. That's the tail of the tape. Led all scorers by 13. The ball moved through her as it does so often, and man, that is why she is in the position she is. If you're not familiar, on Wednesday, she became the all-time girls scoring record holder, previously set in 2005. She has 14:32 there. A couple of big performances back-to-back, and tonight we could witness school history, Jacob. She's only 35 points away from breaking the overall school record set by William Rohrbach in 1954.
Woo-hoo. That's, 70 years ago, and even if she doesn't get to that 15:30, she'll still get probably to 1,500 tonight, and that even on its own is a pretty good milestone, Zach.
You have to assume if she doesn't get it tonight, she'll get it here in the remaining few games of the schedule. An overview, her season high is 41 points, so it is doable. But this is the last chance she'll have at home. You have to imagine that she's going to be playing as many minutes as she possibly can. They're going to lead her and probably run this game through her to help her get to that mark.
Yeah, what better way to break a record than in front of your hometown crowd? You know, senior playing your final home game. Want to break that record, and 70-year-old record. But, I mean, she's averaging 25 a night. Averaging, 6 boards, 5 assists, so she does more than score the basketball. She sets her teammates up. And then, of course, got to talk about Rombach, too, averaging a double-double every night. And then Lakota, totally different team in terms of their stats. You look at Calvert, they have Rishti and a great supporting cast. But you look at Lakota, it's Aubrey Vitti. I think so she's their leading scorer, 12.5 a night. But she stuffs the stat sheet. 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 4 steals a night. That's a pretty big number for anyone at any level to get 4 steals a night. This Lakota team definitely a lot more points by committee than Calvert is.
Yeah, Vitti, one of the better pure point guards in the league, a facilitator for this Raiders team. Minute 50 until the anthem is underway. We'd like to take a second and thank our fine sponsors, everybody who makes this show happen and brought to you for free. Thank you to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, In-R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. A little under 1 minute remaining here until we can start. Again, we'll talk about the strengths and weaknesses of these teams and how they're going to win. Really, Jacob is going to go through Alyssa Rishi one way or the other.
Listen, if you can stop her, you have a great opportunity beating this Calvert team. We saw it last time we covered this team a couple weeks ago against Gibsonburg. They were up by 10. Rishi fouls out, and they end up losing the game by about 2 or 3 points. So if Calvert wants to win this game, they have to find someone other than Alyssa Rishi to step up for him.
And I think it's going to be on Lakota to apply the pressure. They are a good team. Calvert is a great team, so they need to play great basketball in order to stay with this one. So we are going to send it down to the court for the pregame festivities and introductions.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play may be fierce, all in attendance tonight are reminded that this is a game between student athletes and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The officials for tonight's contest: Garrett Lewis, Michael Reinhardt, and Joseph Roberts. In the tradition of Calvert High School, we take a moment to recall all we do is make possible in and through Christ Jesus. We invite Jesus, our Lord and Savior, into this sporting event. Let us bow our heads in prayer. Lord Jesus, by your grace and love, you have the power to sanctify all things, making them holy and pleasing to our Father in heaven. Please, Lord, give us the strength that we never forget that our players, coaches, officials, and our visiting guests are all human beings trying to be their best. We pray that we make this sporting event a friendly and competitive gathering. Protect our athletes, guide our officials with right judgment, inspire our coaches, and may the fan support be charitable and in accord with the spirit of the gospel. All things are possible through your Son, so we ask this in his name. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and respect for all those who have served this great country to defend these freedoms, please remain standing for our national anthem, performed by the Calvert Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Victor Welsh. And now let's meet the starters. First, the visitors from Lakota, the Raiders, coached by Aaron Foose. A 5'3" senior, number 2, Aubrey Vick. A 5'5" sophomore, number 11, Sophia Comer. A 5'10" senior, number 12, Riley King. A 5'7" junior, number 15, Riley Marco. And a 5'5" junior, number 32, Lexi Moo. And now for your Lady Senecas, coached by Eric Sheets. A 5'3" junior, number 2, Kaylee Concepcion. A 5'11" senior, number
So there you have it, the starting lineups. We are moments away from opening tips. Out there for the Raiders, it'll be Vitt, Bomber, King, Markle, and Moon. And for the Senecas, Rishti, Concepcion, Rombach, Meyer, and Coleman. There's Markle and Meyer for the opening tip. That is won by the visiting Raiders. Wow, quick offense, pass inside. That one's blocked.
Great recovery by Meyer off the tip.
Rishti finds an open Concepcion. Inside. That one is good. Carly Meyer, first points of the game.
How about that start for Meyer? Block on one end, bucket on the other. To the zone for the Senecas. Lakota probably get some good jumpers. Speaking of.
Yeah, inside and out. They pass that one out to Vitt, who shot is no good. Rebound. There was Rombach. So here's Rishti. We've talked about it endlessly. Best scorer in the division. This one, no good. As Vic comes away with it and then loses it out of bounds.
You know, with Rishti, we saw that little bit of a wild shot there, but knowing she's so close to the record, she's going to put up a lot of shots tonight. But once she hits that first one, it's going to be smooth sailing for her.
Here in the corner, it's King. King, the mid-range. That one's blocked. Okay, Coleman comes away with it. And now Rishti going the other end of the court trying to get fast breaks, and she is tied up going to the line.
Rishti heading to the line. Over 100 free throws this year, Zach. Shooting 75% from the line.
All right, so as Rishti goes to the line looking for her first points of the game, I think it is time for our E&R Precision Lighting keys to the game as Rishti knocks down her first. So first for Calvert, the keys that we've come up with, they need to control the tempo. They need to limit turnovers, and they're pushing the pace. We've seen that tonight so far, as that one is no good. Number two, it's feed Alyssa Rishti. She can dictate the offense. She can exploit mismatches. She is the best player on the court when she's on it. That shot, no good. Rebound there is Concepcion.
And we've already seen Rishti lead the break a couple times. That's the downside of playing fast, is sometimes you just don't have that communication, and that was Concepcion throwing it away. That's a turnover.
Yeah, it looked like Megan Rombach not expecting the pass. Out of position is Vitt. Now from the slot, passes out. So Lakota, couple things that they can do. Gibsonburg, they played this Calvert team really, really tightly. They forced them into some unnecessary trouble with that really press defense. So if they can do that effectively tonight, that's going to help.
Yeah, and this is Lakota, team. They play in the 40s. Calvert wants to play a little higher than that. So if Lakota can control this game and keep Rishti in the 20s, low 20s, Lakota has a good shot at pulling this off.
What a pass down inside. It's Kate Coleman putting up points. Rishti, that was a half-court pass and then some, a bullet inside the defense. Coleman steals it away. Loses the dribble and maintains it, gets it back outside. Now Rishti has it. She'll take a three early. This one a little too strong. Offensive rebound, though, is Rombach, and her second chance, no good. Third chance points, no good. Rombach again almost came up with it. Carly Meyer had the layup opportunity, no good. 5-0 here with 5 minutes, 2 seconds left to go.
Gotta box out down there, already down 5-0. Gotta get stops, gotta get scores off of them.
Rishti inbounds it to Rombach. And Coleman. Top of the key, Concepcion for three. No good. Rebound there is number 11, Bomer. And they're tied up. And we'll get the jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Senecas.
Yeah, that defense going to swarm Risty every chance they get, so someone's got to step up for the Senecas.
So it's Risty on Vit. This is the matchup you're going to see all night. Wide open in the corner. Kate Coleman, too strong, no good. Rebound there, Lexi Moon.
It's going to be star on star all night. Two guards, best players on their team. Great defenders, know how to score the ball.
Sophomore Bomer gets it back to Vit for three. This one no good, just offline. Offensive rebound, and it's blocked. Carly Meyer had it. Concepcion underneath the basket.
Oh.
Almost had the right-handed layup, but Rombach there off the glass.
He's got outlet passes already.
That was fantastic effort staying with the play. Megan Rombach puts it in. So early on, a 7-0 run for Calvert to start this one.
I think that was a 30-second timeout, but yeah, great job already by Calvert here. 7-0. Couple transition buckets, and you were talking about one of the keys to the game is controlling this tempo. And Calvert has already gotten a couple opportunities to run in transition and they made some great outlet passes already. And it's got them a 7-0 lead quick.
So stick around. We'll have our Instagram fan poll. We'll have our results in the post-game show. The fan poll. Who do you think is going to win? At home, you can always vote along on our Instagram. I am excited, Jacob, for that one.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Already heard a couple fans get pretty excited there a second ago.
So here's Bomer. Back to Vit. Weaving her way through traffic. Underhand layup, no good. Risty comes up with it. Risty pushing the pace. The 3-on-1. Concepcion, the layup is good.
That was just three-man weave right there. You practice that every practice.
Vit. Oh, good pass. Underneath the basket is Morant, who checked in.
Yeah, Rombach got her with the body there.
Her first team first at the line, shooting for the Raiders. Olivia Morant.
So Morant came in for Markle. Her first free throw tonight is good. The Raiders officially on the board.
I feel like that first point is the hardest one to get sometimes.
Well, you might be right. Hey, here's Risty. So 9-2, 3:35 left to play. Concepcion for three. This one off the glass and no good. Finds its way to Kate Coleman. And Risty, a deep three. This one's good. My goodness.
She's on the board, just steps right into it. See here on our National Machinery replay. Gets the offensive rebound, steps right into it.
That pass inside, batted away, and Concepcion comes up with it. Coleman. Off the dribble, Concepcion now. Bomer in defense, and this ball going out of bounds. Perfect time for our VICEK Orthodontics player spotlight. We'll talk about Aubrey Vit first. 12.5 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 3.4 assists, almost 4 steals as Rombach puts it in off the glass. And then you already know the story for Calvert. Alicia Risty averaging over 25 points a game. She's shooting 52% from inside the arc. 75% free throws. She can do it all. Again, 35 points away from the scoring record to start this one. 31 now with 2:39 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, she's one away from 1,500 as well, so she'll hit at least one milestone tonight.
Concepcion pass inside. Good ball movement here from the Raiders. Concepcion weaving her way through traffic, and it is Carly Meyer with the big block in the paint.
She already has a couple, so Lakota got to start looking at maybe hitting some jump shots, because every time you go inside, it's just getting blocked by Meyer.
Strawman in the game now. Bomer. That pass inside. Markle. Markle driving, and the whistle.
When you hit that free throw line area in the zone, that's really the weak spot of the zone, and a great job there by Markle to fill that space, take a tough drive to the lane, get the and one.
Rishti picks up her first foul, second for the team. A three-point play here for the Raiders. Coleman. That pass, Aaron Rombach finds it though. And we're going to get a timeout call. Calvert, smart one there by head coach Aaron Sheets. This timeout, of course, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. So, Jacob, we are almost through this first quarter. What are you thinking? How has this game chalked out to you?
Well, Calvert's already done a pretty good job of spreading the rock and, leading scorer. Who else? Alyssa Rishi, with 4. But every starter scored for Calvert. They're playing well in transition. Down low, Carly Meyer blocking everything in sight. Well-balanced game so far for the Senecas.
Every starter with points so far. Here's Coleman in the backcourt.
And on Lakota side, they just scored their first bucket after 6 minutes of play.
I get a reach-in foul on number 10. That's Elizabeth Strawman, the senior. And we get an off-ball foul because Concepcion ends up on the ground.
Yeah, I think that was Vit. Concepcion have been trying to get some space, and I think Vit didn't want to let go there.
That's 2-on-2 violence. You hate to see it. Coleman gets us into Rishti now.
Twice as nice, but not in a nice way.
Finds Concepcion. Oh, and she thought she had an open Rombach, but held on to that a little bit too hard.
It's a great find inside by Rishti, though.
Yeah, I believe it was Morant who got a hand on it that pushed it out of bounds. Concepcion, again, that hook pass. This one doesn't find a mark at all. Riley Markle weaving her way through traffic, trying to go coast to coast, inside. No good. Can she get her own rebound? No. Rombach pulls away with it. And Rishti is driving. Rishti, hard contact inside. There were 3 defenders in there. Bomer and Markle and Morant. Wow, 3 fouls already for Riley Markle. And we get another whistle coming here.
It's pretty bold to keep someone in the game when they have 3 fouls. And, she has
3 points.
3 points. So it was her
2
first
points.
foul. Vit has 2 fouls, though.
2 fouls for Vit. Here's Rishti. No good. She shoots about 75 from the line. Puts this one in. A 10-point lead for the Senecas.
She's already been to the line a couple times tonight, getting inside, getting aggressive.
Aubrey Vitt finds Strawman underneath the basket, who puts it in.
All 5 Senecas were just staring at the ball out for that little backdoor cut by Strawman.
Contact inside. Rishti puts it in anyway. That was a tough bucket there from the senior.
Great players make great plays, Zach.
Vitt. This one in and out of the hand of Elizabeth Strawman. A little bit too much on it.
They graciously donated everything back to the girls' basketball program. Thank you very much.
And checking in now, Vitt coming off, number 32, Lexi Moon. Back in there for the Raiders. Rishti.
See if they hold for the last shot here. They can if they want.
That pass inside. Right. They tried to go right back to Rishti, and they're able to save this somehow. Here is
that was a double,
Meyer with the double dribble. Yeah, she's normally in the paint, post it off. You're not asking her to dribble too much.
No.
They tried that inside out. We saw it a lot at Gibsonburg. Just Rishti inside, back out to Rishti for the bucket. I was surprised they were able to wrangle that back inbounds. Concepcion passed it around the horn.
Yeah, these baselines, there's not a lot of wiggle room to do that, so anytime someone can save it here.
10 seconds here in the first quarter. Vitt pulls up a deep two, and she'll sink it. Good bucket there from Vitt. Rishti, buzzer beater, no good. So after one, score is 15-9. Calvert on top.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt-Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Everybody, welcome back. Second quarter of high school basketball, 17-9 your score. Calvert girls on top here versus rival Lakota.
Lakota had a good end to the first quarter there. Got it within single digits. Vitt hit a nice little midi to end the quarter. Got some momentum here heading into it.
Yeah, Lexi Moon lost the dribble. Jump ball here goes in favor of Calvert.
I don't know if you noticed that, but the clock didn't stop running during that. They kept it going.
Rishti slings it across. Good ball move. Concepcion inside. Rombach back outside to Concepcion for three. Good contest there. And we get a bucket.
That is breaking a golden rule in basketball. You don't save it under your opponent's bucket, and that's exactly why.
Vitt. Screen there was King. This ball sails out of bounds.
You know, before the game, Zach, we were talking about Vitt being a really good point guard. And she is great setting up her teammates, but she also has 100 turnovers in the season. So it's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde kind of action with her running the point.
Yeah, efficiency issues have lingered for three. That one's good. Kate Coleman from the corner.
That supporting cast stepping up big time tonight.
Vitt passes it back out to Moon. Moon a deep three. This one no good. Finds all the rim. Offensive rebound there was Markle. Oh, wide open from the free throw line. No good. Riley King couldn't hit the jumper. Rishti, that pass to Concepcion. Gathers it up. Tight defense here. And number 15, Riley Markle, sends it out of bounds. 6 minutes, 8 seconds here. Calvert, comfortable lead, 22-9.
Number 1, Sophia Lee.
Sophia Lee will check in for Concepcion. So that's your one change. Rombach, she'll put it up. Nice jumper there.
Good find on that baseline, finding the spot where jumper was open, and Rombach just settled in, hit an easy jumper, catch and shoot.
Aubrey Vitt, she'll take a three. Offline, Rishti gets the rebound. Loses the ball right under the own basket and puts it in. Riley Markle, great opportunity.
Ooh, Rishti fell asleep there, didn't realize Markle was there.
So Rishti, after the turnover, finds Coleman. Coleman, good pass inside and the bucket. Carly Meyer will go to the line for the N1.
Yeah, and this Lakota team has still been all over Alyssa Rishti, so it's gotten all of her teammates wide open, especially for things like that. You know, those baseline little jumpers. When Senecas are hitting that and they're getting scoring outside on number 3, this is what the result usually looks like.
Maya Steyer checks in now for Kate Coleman. Carly Meyer, no good. Rebound there, number 15, that's Markle. Markle pushing the pace herself. Trying to go coast to coast, not quite. This ball goes out of bounds as Markle takes a hard foul.
I think she might be coming out here. So hopefully she's okay. Looks like she might have just got the wind knocked out of her. Hopefully that's all it is.
There's Invert King coming in now. Bomer. Moon. Pass inside. That's Morant. Morant. That ball turned away. Rombach comes up with it. Calvert defense is incredibly tight. Rishti dumps this one off. Oh, Sophia Lee had a good look. Didn't take it. Steyer now. Bounce pass to Meyer. Good move there. Gets around Morant. No good. Forced out of bounds. It'll stay Calvert basketball.
It's a good move. Good looks. Senecas been getting a lot of pretty open looks here.
Here's Steyer. Bounce pass inside to Rishti. Off the glass and in. Right-handed layup.
Nice move. Had the size advantage down low and took advantage of it. She has 7 already.
The Raiders. That shot's blocked. Sophia Lee got a hand on it. We'll get a whistle.
This Calvert zone is just so pressure heavy. They just swarm the ball, make you make a lot of uncomfortable decisions, and then thought they had a jumper there, but Sophia Lee said, I don't think so.
Rishti with 8. She needs to get to 35 to break that record. Steyer, the long 2, finds its way in.
That was a friendly roll there. It's already a 19-point game, Zach.
Pass inside, back outside, and out of position was Olivia Morant.
These Raiders are just having trouble finding each other on the court. I mean, they're just passing before they even look.
3 minutes, 48 seconds here. This pass batted away. Morant made up for the turnover. At the block. Man, tough defense played down there by Meyer and Rombach.
Meyer probably has, 3 blocks and a steal at this point?
Steyer's pass is batted away and stolen by Lexi Moon. Lexi Moon back to her. Rishti gets a hand on it. The Raiders can't buy a bucket right now. 30-11.
Yeah, they had a 2-on-1 there, but it was great recovery defense there by Rishti. But you just got to put the shot up after that first pass. You got to make that defender commit to one of them. And they just allowed Rishti to kind of play in that passing lane and not have to make a decision.
Strawman picks up her second foul as Coleman's back in there, as is number 25. That's Rylan Perry. Perry has it in the corner. This pass batted away. Great catch there by the referee. That pass stolen away. Lakota making their own opportunities. You like to see it, but can't quite convert. Rishti on the rebound. And we will get a timeout by Calvert.
Riley Markle for the Raiders had a couple good effort plays. Had a couple buckets here recently. A couple good rebounds. She's really the only thing going right for the Raiders right now.
They're like we said, they're making opportunities. They're not able to convert, and that has been the story of the season for this Raiders team.
Yeah, and you look at Calvert, they have a go-to scorer. It's Alyssa Rishti. Lakota doesn't really have that. Vit, their leading scorer, 12.5. after that, you really don't have anyone that scores a lot. So especially when she's not on the floor, Lakota needs to figure out who they're going to go to in moments like this where they need to get back into the game.
So looking at the keys of the game, like we said earlier, for Lakota, they were create transition offense, have defensive intensity, and create balanced scoring. They've done two of the three things. I mean, they have created these transition opportunities. They have not been able to convert. Their defense is playing tough and aggressive, but again, this Calvert offense, you got scorers all over the court.
Yeah, sometimes great offense versus great defense. Sometimes the great offense wins, and we see it win it again right there.
Yeah, good vision from Rishti. Finds Sophia Lee under the basket.
Good move there.
Jumper offline. Coleman comes up with it. Rishti, 2-on-2. Coleman for three. No good. Rebound there is number 15, Riley Markle. So good job getting back on the fast break. Sophia Lee picks up her foul.
Yeah. Even though she missed it, that was a good look for Kate Coleman. She already, I think, has 1 3 today.
So Lexi Moon will bring it up the court. Pass inside. Strawman. That one's no good. Morant comes up with it. That one's no good. Back outside. And boy, we said it again. They can't buy a shot. We'll get a jump ball here. They're rebounding really well, are the Raiders. They're getting those offensive boards. They're getting the shots up, but they just can't knock them down.
They are doing a good job of getting inside on this zone. Like you said, they just got to finish.
Chloe Foose checks in now for the Raiders. Weaving in and out of traffic was Markle. That shot no good. Rebound, Bomer. For three, no good. Rombach with the board. Rishti, Moran in coverage. Underneath the basket, it's Rombach. 4 points. You know, they're going to try and make sure that Rishti doesn't hit the record on their watch, but they're leaving other options open. Turnaround jumper, no good.
It's kind of like a pick your battle. Do you want to lose by 20 or do you want to give up the record right now?
Raider foul number 15, Riley Markle. Her second.
Markle picks up her second foul.
Her second. Number 2, Haley Concepcion.
Concepcion in, Rombach out. Kate Coleman now. Rishti checked out as well. Steyer in there with the basketball. Bounce pass inside that was offline to Foose, and we'll get another jump ball.
Great job by Foose of just fronting right there. And then entry pass try to get into Meyer, but since Foose was fronting it, that's what the result is, that jump ball.
Coleman to Steyer for three. There was no contest. That was offline, though. Rebound there, Olivia Morant. This one's batted away. Steyer, high effort plays. You're seeing Concepcion will come up with it. 47 seconds left here in the first half of action. That ball goes sailing out of bounds.
Yeah, we've seen Markle get frustrated a couple times, but she's doing a good job of just staying composed, making plays like that. Even if you're not scoring, you can still knock those balls away, play good defense, and make a positive impact on your team.
Steyer finds Coleman. Coleman, the lob is stolen away there by Moon. Some errant passes by this Calvert offense. We've seen this ball offline. Moon didn't connect. Saved, though, by number 15, Markle, who has it now.
Senecas just not boxing out.
A spin move and underhand layup gets the foul call.
Number 1, Sophia Lee. Her second, team second.
They're going to call Sophia Lee.
Riley Markle.
So Markle at the line. She is 0 for 1, 5 points on the day, 2 fouls.
Markle's second leading scorer on the squad, 8.5 a night. About 55% from the line.
She knocks this one down. Percentage holds true. 22 seconds left here in the first half of action. 6 points there for Markle. This ball knocked out of bounds. We're seeing a lot of good offense, a lot of good defense. We're seeing some not so good offense, some not so good defense, some turbulence in this game. Stick around for the post-game show. We'll have the defensive player of the game as we get a whistle here. Defensive player of the game, of course, is brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And then at halftime, we will have the Heart of Ohio Sports beanie giveaway. Stick around to find out who wins that one. His shot finds its way to the basket from the elbow.
That's a good end to the half for the Raiders. Little run there.
A run, but still a 20-point deficit. Calvert on top, 34-14, as the teams head to the half.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Since 1847, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. High school basketball on Heart of Ohio Sports, the halftime show, of course, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Well, Jacob, we have a very special giveaway today. We have the Giveaway Wednesdays. This week, winner will receive a Heart of Ohio Sports beanie, a blue beanie hat, and we have the winner right here. All right, who's going to be? Round and round the wheel goes. Congratulations to Terry Lease. You have won a Heart of Ohio Sports beanie. Contact. Well, any way you can contact us, we'll get in touch. Our Facebook, Instagram, emails on the website, phone numbers on the website. Anyway, you'd like to reach out, you can. So 4 minutes left until we are back underway. We'll start Calvert. They're a big 34-14. Jacob, let's talk a little bit about this one. This has been some sloppy basketball we've seen. Moments of really good plays. Seems that Lakota content with giving up points just so that Rishti does not break the record on them tonight.
Yeah, it's been a really balanced scoring effort by the Senecas, but leading to that sloppy play, a lot of the buckets have been second chance and fast break. Calvert's done a really good job with those outlet passes. You're thinking about Rishti, Rombach, Concepcion doing a good job of starting the offense on those transitions. And then Lakota, really the only girl they've gotten going is Riley Markle. She has 8 of their 14. Vit, I believe, only has 2 on the afternoon. So they really got to get her going. If she's not going to score, at least, find ways to help her make plays. Lakota's done a really good job. When they get to that free throw line area, middle of the zone, Calvert just kind of collapses. That ball pressure is really intense. Lakota needs to figure out a way to capitalize on those open shooters they get from it.
Yeah, Markle, 8 points. Those came right at the end of the first half. As you talked about, Vit, not quite as maybe proficient as she has been, not eclipsing at least her average up to this point. 3 fouls there for the senior guard. Is that something that you got to pay attention to going forward?
A little bit. I mean, the 3 fouls definitely a concern. However, you are down by 20, so I think a little bit. If you're Coach Foosh, you got to throw caution to the wind and say, listen, you're a senior. I know you got 3 fouls, but you're one of the leaders on this team, and you have to lead by playing disciplined defense, maybe getting her off of Rishti for a little bit so she doesn't get in more foul trouble. But when you're down by 20, those kind of foul trouble rules don't apply as much.
Well, we would like to take some time and thank some fine sponsors. First, we'll thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant. XCARET Mexican Restaurant is a staple in the Tiffin community, and they need your help. Due to recent repairs, they are unable to serve the community in their dining room. However, they are still here for all of your takeout and delivery needs. Call in your order now to XCARET Mexican Restaurant, your flavorful escape to authentic Mexican dining. We'd also like to thank VICEK Orthodontics. At VICEK Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. VICEK Orthodontics, bringing out the best in every smile. A minute to go here. Down by 20 are the visiting Lakota Raiders. Jacob, how do you dig yourself out of a hole?
When you're down by 20, it's one possession at a time. You know, there's no 20-point play in basketball, but there's getting a stop, getting a score. And honestly, at this point, I think you just need to make Rishti score her average, that 25 a night, because her supporting cast is doing great. You know, you look at Concepcion has a couple of buckets. Rombach's close to her double-double. So make Rishti score and then just get stops.
So we are back underway. Back out here is Morant. Good ball movement. They're passing the ball. Rishti got a hand on it, but Morant picked it up. Concepcion now. Breakaway. The layup, no good. Rishti off the glass, no good. Kate Coleman couldn't put it up, but will get a whistle and she'll go to the line.
A little bit of a tip drill there.
So it is the starters out there for Calvert. You got Rishti, Rombach, Coleman, who is at the line, Concepcion, and Meyer. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, Vitt not in there. She's on the bench again. Those 3 fouls. Lexi Moon, Sophia Bomer, Elizabeth Strawman, Olivia Morant, and Riley Markle out there for the Raiders. Bomber. Pass outside. Strawman. Back to Bomber. Here's Moon. Pass inside. She had a good look. Rishti a little out of position. Rombach will pick it up here. So Rishti coming down the court. This one, too strong. It's off the iron. The scoreboard is not updated. So as soon as they figure that one out, we will give you more accurate point totals. Inside, Markle can't quite finish. Coleman the rebound.
Yeah, Markle's just rushed a couple of those shots. The one before that didn't get her, didn't get turned to the basket. That one just scooped it as soon as she got it.
Rishti's shot no good. Rombach dumps it off. Meyer off the glass, a right-handed layup.
Man, both teams are just dominating their respective offensive boards.
We'll get a whistle here. Checking in now. Vitt back in there, as well as Riley King. Yeah, the in-arena scoreboard still has Sophia Lee out there. Some others.
You know what, A for effort.
A for effort. We will anxiously await their return to give you more accurate totals as we'll get a whistle and out of bounds. So Calvert will retain possession. Rishti bringing it up the court. You know, a good way to force this issue would be Rishti putting up a bucket here. As this 3 is offline. Saved, though, by Rombach, but right to a Raider. That's Vitt. And off the foot of Vitt, out of bounds. So now they've updated it. Rombach, quick off of the inbounds, off the glass. Yeah. 12 now for her.
Great little inbound play to get that was Concepcion. That was Rombach. Just open for a little jumper from the block.
Lexi Moon passes out to Vitt. King puts it in. Mid-range jumper is good.
One bucket at a time. Now you get to stop here, get another score. Try to slowly get back in this thing.
Rishti has 7. She needs 35 for that record. Unlikely right now, but stick around. Coleman, the nice mid-range jumper.
She had a couple of jumpers helping spread the floor for the Senecas.
Fit. No good. Rebound there. Coleman Coleman is called for the travel, lost her balance, trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball.
I think we've already seen about 3 or 4 times defense gets a stop, almost get the rebound, and a couple times for the Raiders it was kicking the rebound out of bounds. There it's turning it over off the outlet pass.
Morant back in there for Markle. That pass inside. Off of one Raider into the hands of Sophia Bomber, another. It's Rishti now. Pushing that pace. Trying to go coast to coast. You get a whistle. Rishti, the charge. Good job by Vitt picking that one up.
Yeah, she's trying to force the issue. She knows what she needs to get that record. Like I said, I don't think she's going to get it tonight, but she definitely wants to get close.
Anything can happen, especially when Alyssa Rishti's on the court. Points can come in buckets.
Yeah, she could drop a quick, couple threes here in a couple minutes. She has a good shot.
Lexi Moon gets it into Aubrey Vitt. Vitt inside there to King. King bounce pass to Morant. Morant floats this one above the head of Meyer. Great pass inside. Knocks it down, does Riley King. 4 minutes, 13 seconds here. Rishti. Coleman.
Looking just slow it down now. No need to rush.
Rombach back to Coleman. Inside pass to Meyer, back out. Trying to find something they like. Bounce pass into Meyer. The turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Rombach off the glass. She gets her own rebound, and this one is in. And one for Megan Rombach.
Nice job there. We'll take a look at that on the National Machinery replay. Just gets it off the air ball and gets her own rebound and puts it right back up and in. Great job down low by Megan Rombach, averaging over 10 boards a night.
The junior Markle checks back in from Morant. This one finds the back of the iron, up and in. 44-18. Rombach, 15 points already, leads all scorers. Already eclipsed her season average.
She's gotten a couple of those friendly rolls like we saw on the free throw.
Rombach, bounce pass to Coleman. Coleman finds Concepcion, wide open three. Knocks it down. And we get a timeout. Big three there from Concepcion, 47-18. Calvert on top.
And this is just a great job in transition. Defense overloads to that right side when Coleman gets it, and then it's just an easy swing over to the left side for a wide open three. Great movement there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about me in basketball recently, but the last 2 games I have been a part of, blowouts. Heidelberg just recently set a record of 50-something years versus Capital. The largest margin of victory versus a conference opponent, Jacob, 48 points, I believe, was the difference there.
It's a pretty good win, you could say. Huh?
Pretty good win against a struggling Capital team, but they play tough. Division III basketball coming down the stretch there. And this one, 47-18.
Might see that 48 point difference again. Might be on pace for it.
Well, it's 29 now. Lakota on the far end of the court. Aubrey Vitt will bring it up.
This is that point where if you're the coach down by 29, you're just going to play with some rotations a little bit. Try some, maybe try some new plays. Just see what's working.
Vitt's pass knocked around. Headed for King. King was driving past it, so if Rombach didn't get a hand on it, I think that ball's just sailing out of bounds anyway. Driving. Markle, no good. Rombach can't quite reel it in. The point.
I think that went
Calvert
off Markle
ball.
last. So Markle's had a couple of good shots inside the paint. She's just rushing.
Rishti slings this one. Some errant passes by both teams today. the Gibsonburg game, the last time that I was here in this gymnasium, both teams played really well. It was clean basketball. It wasn't a ton of turnovers. Calvert just not clicking.
Yeah, and when you're, winning a game by 20, 30 points, you tend to get a little sloppier. You see there, I think that's the second three that Rishti's airballed.
Well, that one was offline. I think maybe Moon got a hand on it.
I thought she might have too. And I guess the refs disagree with us.
Here's Vit. Concepcion and Rishti in coverage. Driving. That was some good moves there. Dumps it outside now. A deep two. No good. Offensive rebound, though, is Bomber for three. This one no good. Rombach comes up with it.
I think that's the first defensive rebound we've seen in this quarter.
Rombach averages a double-double. 10 and 10. Turnaround jumper no good from Meyer. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here. Riley Markle to Vit. Vit loses the handle, and this is out of bounds.
Great defense by Concepcion, just moving her feet, staying in front of Vit. They frustrated Vit all day. She only has 2 points.
In comes the freshman Grace Woods, her first minutes of the day. Just some risky inbounds passes. Rishti gets this one to Woods. Woods has it knocked away. And it will be Raider basketball. Good job down there by Bomer.
It's really exciting playing on varsity as a freshman. I don't know if you got to do that, but you feel like you're on top of the world. It might be, your minutes have no impact on the game.
I got to do that in football.
Okay. It's fun. Like, you feel like you're really good, and it's just like you're a freshman, but, have time of your life.
Rishti saves this one, back in bounds. Alyssa Rishti off to her right, gets this to Kate Coleman for three. No good, couldn't find anything. Pushing the pace now. Euro stepping. Oh, nice move. Couldn't quite convert. Aubrey Vit.
It's a $20 move, but only a 10-cent finish, unfortunately.
Oh, Rombach had Meyer underneath the basket, didn't see her in time, and we'll get a jump ball.
Yeah, pass right at her feet. That needs to, if she bounces it in, it's a good pass. That's a nice dime.
I think this just speaks to, again, they're not operating as smoothly as they want, but this is an easy bucket, maybe the easiest you'll get of the night. Rombach right underneath the glass off the inbound. Again, they just feel off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the passes aren't quite in time. They're not seeing plays as they develop. Really, that goes for both teams, but Calvert, with as good as they are, look, they have a 31-point lead right now. They're playing great. It feels like they could be up more than that. It feels like it's 40 points. They've left a lot on the court, but
yeah, and listen, as a coach, if you're Coach Sheets, I think we see a foul there. But yeah, if you're Coach Sheets, you want your girls to play like it's a 2-point game. Reality is that's not going to happen. But you would like to see the Senecas be a little bit cleaner here. Nonetheless,
Coleman.
Nonetheless, whatever they've done, it's definitely been working.
And there is number 20, Addison Sheets, getting her first minutes of the day. Coleman underneath the basket, and we'll get a charge. That's the second one that number 10, Elizabeth Strawman, has taken today. Tough basketball.
Yeah, even though Lakota's down by a lot, they're still playing really intense, and gotta love that as a coach.
Savannah Faber, again, a freshman in there. Head coach Aaron Sheets pretty comfortable letting the young girls play it out. Offline. Neither team can find a rhythm.
No.
And it's surprising saying that again. 31 points, the lead here. Here's Rishti. But both teams are capable of playing much smoother basketball.
Yeah.
Screen there.
That was a big one.
From Faber. Rishti underneath the basket.
Nice find.
Good layup. So she's out of a slump, 9 points there. Buzzer beater, no good. After three, a 51-18 lead here for the Senecas.
STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Well, fourth quarter high school basketball coming to you now. Calvert all over Lakota, 51-18. I'm Zack Dillon. Joined alongside me is Jacob Ellis. Austin Rodriguez on the camera. 8 minutes left to go. Fun game so far. Rombach right now 17 points, leads all scorers.
You know, just to put in perspective how lopsided this game is, Rombach has 17. Lakota as a team has 18. It's never good when the opposing team's leading scorer has as many points as you do.
Here's a turnover. Rishti finds the freshman underneath the basket, puts it up and in. Savannah Faber for two.
Bench gets excited for, always wholesome to see when teammates get excited for moments like that.
Wow, great move underneath the basket. Couldn't quite convert. That's the second time we've seen that from Vit. She has the handle. She can make those moves. Having a tough time finishing those plays.
Yeah. And you guys see the clock running. That is, I believe that is the mercy rule in basketball. I think it's when you're up by 25, I want to say, or more. They keep their clock running.
Rishti and Rombach checking out.
Yeah, back to your point, Zach. Vit's made some great moves. You know, sometimes shots just don't fall, but, you know, at least she has that in her bag.
And we'll get a whistle here. So, whole new squad. The backups are in for Calvert. We'll go through these as we can. Addison Sheets out there. Grace Wood. Number 24, Maya Steyer in there. 32, Savannah Faber. And 25, Rylan Perry. Right underneath the basket, Lexi Moon now. 6 minutes, 15 left to play.
Saw a lot of the girls on the court for both squads right now in that JV matchup before this that Calvert pulled out.
Morant. Moon. Inside and back out. This is number 44. That's no good. Chloe Foose attempt no good. And coming back down the court, Faber. Faber's trap. Jump ball.
Stay here.
Entering the game for the Raiders, number 5, Jersey Crawford, and number 13, Roxy Zellman.
It'll be Jersey Crawford and Roxy Zellman, the two subs for the Raiders.
That was a bullet.
Yeah, that pass errant. Coming back outside.
Getting ready for softball season, maybe.
Once again, we like to mention the UIS Instagram fan poll. We'll reveal those results in the post-game show, so please stick around for that. We'll also have the fan of the game. I am excited for that one. Austin Rodriguez is going to pick out her favorite fan of the game. Back outside now. And we're going to whistle that ball. Sails out of bounds. Strawman couldn't get the handle. Driving now.
It's a good screen from, that was 32. It was Savannah Faber. She set a couple of big screens already.
Strawman at 4 fouls. They're going to leave her in.
You know, we haven't really seen a lot of fouls today. Neither team's really gone to the line too much today.
Brianna Ronsky ready to check in for Calvert. This one no good. Faber, the shot will get a jump ball again. So Ronsky and number 12, Bella Steyer. And back up the court go the Raiders. Some new names in there. Like we've said, back inside, here's Morant. Spin move, left-handed layup, no good. Rebound is reeled in by Steyer, and we'll get a whistle.
I mean, that was a good move down low there to get a good look. Just nothing has fallen tonight for the Senecas. Or, sorry, the Raiders. I don't think they've scored in this quarter, Zach.
Hickman checks in. Emma Hickman, the sophomore.
Go behind the back there from Steyer.
We'll get a whistle. It will be Calvert basketball. A lot of new faces, girls that haven't got a ton of minutes over the season. Kylie Bailey is checking in for the Raiders here. .2 45 left to play in this one. And tied up is Hickman. Checking in is Sydney Michaels. So we have, I believe there's only 2 girls from the JV roster not in this one.
And the reason that jump ball happened, Hickman brought it right down to her chest, and you got to keep that ball up. It's one of those things she'll learn.
Driving inside. Right-handed layup, no good. Rebound there. Foos.
Hitting that 2-minute mark.
Well, at just over an hour of game time, this has got to be one of the quicker basketball games we'll be a part of this season. Foos with it now. Back inside. Finds the outlet pass. Breakaway. Up and no good. A deep 2. This one's no good. You know, you don't get a lot of minutes. Got to put the shots up. We're seeing it here. Steyer open jumper couldn't find the bottom of the net. Minute 20 left to play.
Yeah. Hey, if you're on the court right now, just shuck and duck. Why not?
It's a deep 3 from Jersey Crawford.
I think she might have heard me there.
Well, she had the hesitation. She was waiting for it. Setting herself, found the bottom of the net, but didn't go through.
Find.
Good pass there. We get a bucket. It can happen, folks. Sydney Michaels puts it in.
That was a good job off the inbound. Just caught the Raiders asleep.
Here's Roxy Zellman with it now. Foos puts it up. This one no good. Gets her own rebound and finds the outlet pass. Roxy Zellman, no good. Rebound there, number 12, Bella Steyer, and now we're getting tied up again. 30 seconds here to play in this one. Stick around with the defensive player of the game. We'll have the regular player of the game. We'll have the fan of the game all revealed here in the postgame show. So please stick around for that. A 3-point, that shot offline. 14 seconds.
Scoreless fourth quarter for the Raiders.
Oh, you speak too soon, sir. Roxy Zellman says no.
As soon as I said that, I was like, I'm going to jinx it. But I'm okay with that jinx.
A 35-point victory here for Calvert. Not the cleanest basketball that they have played all season, but a definitive blow over the Raiders.
Good win at home for the Senecas. They get that momentum. They improve to an even better record.
Yeah, 16-2, improved to 12-2 in conference play. So stick around with us. We will have the player of the game. Try to get an interview, get some pictures. We'll send Austin Rodriguez down there for that. We'll go to commercial here. Please stick around.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to the Your Legacy Federal Credit Union postgame show. I'm Zack Dillon. Joined alongside me is Jacob Ellis. And Jacob, a doozy of a game. Calvert on top, 55-20. We got some business to attend to. Let's first go to our Instagram fan poll. A great drum roll there.
Thank you. All right, so here's the result of our fan poll.
The UIS Insurance and Investments. And, well, 100% of you thought Calvert would win.
100% of you were correct.
You would get your money back. We're talking about, so, Jacob, what are your final thoughts as we have a guest quickly approaching?
Yeah, so this guest, we'll get to hear from her in a little bit, but she did a great job tonight. Did a great job leading this Calvert offense, and as well did a wonderful job on the boards. Definitely one of the staples for this Seneca squad. And yeah, she is kind of one of the heart and soul pieces of this Seneca squad, and we will hear from her now.
So the player of the game brought to you by Your Next Chapter, Megan Rombach. You had a phenomenal night, as did the rest of the Calvert team. Can you walk me through just how important a game like this is coming into the final stretch of the season?
I think we just needed a push these next few games just to keep us in the right spot and to not overlook a team.
Amen. So you had the double-double tonight. You led all scores.
Yep.
What does this mean for you and your confidence here going down the stretch?
I definitely think that it brought me some more confidence, but also helped the team out, so that was really good.
Yeah. Great. And then, so I think everybody kind of knew it was coming. Alyssa Rishti, your teammate, she broke the women's scoring record on Wednesday, had the opportunity to do it tonight. Seemed that Lakota was insistent on that not happening, and that provided a lot of other opportunities for other girls on the team. Can you speak to that at all?
I think she did just a good job passing and playing her role tonight, even if that meant not scoring as many. But I think she did a great job handling the ball and passing it to us to get those points.
Well, Megan Rombach, our Your Next Chapter player of the game. Congratulations and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
And we'll go to a quick break here. Stick around for the rest of the Heart of Ohio Sports post-game show.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our post-game show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Zack Dillon, Jacob Ellis on the call, Austin Rodriguez, the camera operator, and we have our fan of the game, STEINMETZ Science and Graphic Inc. is none other than head football coach Mike Lento out here supporting the girls, trying to see if Rishti could get that history mark. You'll have to wait until either one of these last few games. So that, of course, is brought to you by STEINMETZ Science and Graphic Inc. We'll move on now to the defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And Jacob, there was one person who stood out tonight to you particularly that you wanted to highlight.
Absolutely. So Carly Meyer, number 11, the junior, especially set the tone early, had a couple of big blocks to start the night and really set the tone defensively for the Senecas and did a great job down low. The Lakota squad really didn't get a lot of looks inside, and a lot of that was because of Carly Meyer holding the fort down there. And so she is our Wagner Flowers and Greenhouse defensive player of the game.
So we would like to take a moment here to highlight some of our sponsors who made this all happen. First, National Machinery is hiring experienced machinists. Enjoy competitive wages and excellent benefits while working for the world leader in metal forming technology. Apply now at National Machinery. National Machinery, forging innovation and shaping the future. Now, we do have to mention, if you are looking to get into school here, there are some pretty cool opportunities that National Machinery is offering. First off, there is a $50,000 scholarship. Full scholarship details are through the National Machinery website. Eligible students must be in the pursuit of a Bachelor of Science Mechanical Engineering or Electrical Engineering degree. You can apply online. Your deadline is March 2nd, 2025. Also, there is a $15,000 scholarship by National Machinery for engineering and technology. For that one, students must be in a pursuit of a 4-year Bachelor of Science degree or a 2-year associate degree in a technical field and studying in the manufacturing industry. That application is March 7th. So the $50,000 application deadline, March 2nd. Again, you got to be in the Bachelor of Science Mechanical Engineering or Electrical Engineering. And then the $15,000 scholarship, 4-year Bachelor of Science or 2-year associate in the manufacturing industry. Very gracious National Machinery Foundation. Apply online at www.nationalmachinery.com/students. I think I got all that out of the way. We'd also like to thank Your Next Chapter. Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Your Next Chapter, operated by Aaron Wolf. Located at 22 West Market Street in Tiffin, Aaron provides therapy for individuals, families, and children, specializing in trauma, anxiety, and depression. Take the next step towards better mental health. Call 419-969-3446. That is 419-969-3446 to schedule your initial consultation today. And then finally, E&R Precision Lighting. The show is brought to you by them. Brighten every celebration with Trim Light and E&R Precision Lighting. This permanent programmable LED lighting system lets you showcase stunning holiday or event lighting all year round, Jacob. It's energy efficient and built to last for decades with minimal maintenance. Say goodbye to hanging temporary lights. E&R Precision Lighting has you covered with Trim Light. All right, I think I've hit all our cues, all our fine sponsors thanked. Jacob, would you like to give anybody their final thoughts, your thoughts on this one moving forward, what both these two teams have to look forward to?
Yeah, great game for the Senecas. This really continues just their dominant season. I mean, they're 16-2 on the year. They have a player who's now about 20 points away from breaking the school record. So that's a really exciting end to your season. If you're the Raiders, you learned a lot today. And I'm sure at their next practice, Coach Foose will have them doing a ton of rebounding drills. But overall, great game, and we're excited to bring it to you as always.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors one more time. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, ENR Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. Your final score here at Calvert, 55-20. The home team, Senecas, on top over the visiting Lakota Raiders. For Austin Rodriguez on camera, for Jacob Ellis, I'm Zack Dillon. Have a good night.